Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. All right, this week we are in element 21 in your life book. We're going to talk about supplementation. Do I need supplementation? That is a great question. And Dr. Anderson goes over where to get started with supplementing. Now, before we get into any suggestion, I would say that supplementation comes second. Number one, that will make the biggest impact in your health is your habits. So, hone in on your high five, your nutrition, your exercise, your sleep, your mindset, your hydration. Those are things that are going to make the biggest impact. And then after that, yes, there are some things that can help you with your health. So let's go over that. And in this element, Dr. Anderson walks you through step by step because that can get overwhelming and expensive to think of all of the supplements that your body might need and start taking all of them. So it's just like a habit. Let's start with one healthy habit. So in this element, he talks about fish oil, how that is a great supplement to start with, especially if you don't eat a lot of fish. It's so good for your brain, even for your hair and your skin and your nails, but there's so many benefits to fish oil. So if you're wondering, where should I start? A good fish oil is great. Second, he talks about a good multivitamin. Now, if you're doing the 5-in-1 plan, the Fuelings have all of your vitamins and probiotics that you need for the day in them. So you don't have to worry about that. But as we go into this next phase of optimization, a good multivitamin just kind of fills in the gaps of your nutrition. So that is a great step. And then he goes into some other suggestions, which are awesome also. So check that out. I would say the third thing is if you're not outside very often, if you're not getting natural sunlight, a vitamin D supplement is something that most Americans are deficient in. So as far as vitamins go, those are my recommendations after honing in on your healthy habits. But let's talk about a supplementation that I think makes a huge difference in my overall health. It is helping to get protein. Now, I think of like preserving and building muscle like the best thing that I can be doing for my future self. It really will make a difference in your mobility as you age, but even your brain health. Alzheimer's, um, things like diabetes, just any obesity related diseases, if you have muscle, your risks are going to be lower. So we want to build and protect muscle as much as possible. So as we move into this next phase of your health journey, when you're supplementing, you're making sure that you get your protein in for the day. A few things that really help me is I always have a protein goal. So working with your coach to know what that is for you, but typically I would say a minimum of 100 grams of protein a day is where you want to be to protect and be able to build lean muscle. Now, sometimes that can be hard. If you've ever counted how much protein you get for the day. Some people don't love to eat a lot of meat or easy sources of protein. So for me, so that I can get that protein with less calories and more ease, I supplement about half of my protein in my day, and then I get the other half through whole foods. So let me walk you through what I do, the supplements that really help. Number one, every day I take the Optavia essential amino acid. Now, not all amino acids are created equal. When you're looking for an amino acid, of course, this is the best one that I have found on the market, but you want to make sure that it lists the amount. Most amino acids will just say proprietary blend. That's a tricky way for them to say that we can put in fillers or under formulate to save us money, and you will never know what you're actually getting. So I like to make sure that it's listed here and that it's a 4:1 ratio. I also like it when it is third party tested to make sure that, what is listed on the label is true. So I love this Optavia essential amino acid. I do this every day. I do it at the end of my workout. You could do it at the beginning of your workout, or if you're not working out, it's still really good for you. It helps to build muscle and recover your muscle, but it also helps with your mood, your hunger, even brain health. There's lots of benefits to a good essential amino acid. So I think this is definitely something that is worth incorporating into your routine. The second thing I use is a good electrolyte. I like the Element, or there's one called Relight that I kind of switch between the two. I like both of these. I just add it right into my essential amino acid, but making sure that your body is absorbing the water that you're drinking, and that you're staying hydrated, that is really helpful because you might get really good at drinking water, but if you're not getting the electrolytes you need, your body may just be flushing that right through and not actually even absorbing the water that you drink. So a good electrolyte is very helpful. And then creatine. This is the other thing that I swear by is creatine. Creatine is for everyone, not just if you're trying to build muscle. It will not bulk you up. You will not get big muscles from taking creatine. It's actually proven to help, especially women, as they age with their brain health. So a creatine every day just really helps your muscles, but overall several things in your body. And it's a very inexpensive supplement. So I think this is like a 90-day, 100-day serving, and it was probably less than $20. So it's something I just put a scoop right in with my EAAs and my electrolytes all in the same container. It doesn't have any taste. You can just do a scoop into yogurt. I do it in water sometimes if I just drink a little bit of water with that in it to get it in. So that's a really easy supplement. All right, the last thing I do is I mentioned how I supplement my protein. So the Optavia Active is a great protein. I like the taste of it. It blends really well. You can drink it hot. You can drink it cold. You can make it into protein ice cream. It is a really good one. And when you're looking at a good protein, of course, I like to keep the calories low and the carbs low. This one has 24 grams of protein, but you also want to make sure that it is third-party tested also, just to make sure that the ingredients are quality ingredients. So I love this one, and I do a scoop every morning as hot cocoa. Every morning, I get 24 grams of protein right away. I just do a scoop right into my cup. I add a splash of unsweetened almond milk and a pump of sugar-free caramel flavoring. Or sometimes I'll do like a sugar-free coffee creamer, just like I like a little bit of flavor in it, just a little bit. And then hot water, blend it with one of those immersion hand blenders, those little electric milk frothers. It just makes it very smooth. It's very good, but that's an easy way to get your protein goal. So a scoop of that, starting off my day with about 24 grams of protein. And then one good thing to know with this essential amino acid, a scoop of that the amino acids that it has in here will combine with the amino acids your body already makes that is needed to form a complete protein. So a scoop of this will actually correlate into about 25 to 30 grams of protein. And a good thing about this is it's vegan. It just is absorbed quickly. It's powder, so your body doesn't have to digest it like it would with meat, because often, especially as we age, our bodies don't digest food as well or absorb our food as well. And so even though you might be eating that chicken or that steak, you might not be absorbing all of the nutrients from it. So I like this. I just know that my body's going to use it, and it's more bang for my buck knowing that I'm getting the nutrition that I need. So that's a quick overview of what I personally take. Oh, I also do a probiotic. I'm out of my probiotic, but a probiotic is good, especially if you have gut issues, because inflammation starts in your gut typically. So keeping your gut really healthy. But one way that I do that besides a probiotic is really eating low inflammatory diet, like keeping your gut healthy by doing that is very helpful. So this is all from Element 21 in your life book. And like Dr. Anderson modeled, start with one thing. What's one thing that would make a difference? Would it be adding some fish oil? Would it be adding an electrolyte or creatine or supplementing your protein if you need help with that? Starting with one habit, making it a routine, that makes it so much easier to add the next thing in because you're already in the habit of doing one thing. What's one more pill or one more supplement or scoop in your drink? It makes it easy as you become aware of what you need. So don't get overwhelmed by supplements. Start with the habits, focus on your high five habits, and maybe just think of one supplement, one area of your life that you'd like to focus on, whether it be muscle or hydration or a vitamin, something like that. That is how you get started with supplementing your body with what it needs. All right, have a great week.